Okay, so, oh, we're seating, aren't we? We're sitting. All right, cross-legged. And sit up nice and tall. Drop the shoulders, bring the shoulder blades back. Big deep breath in and breathe out. Let the shoulders come down. And again, breath in, bring the shoulders up this time. And as you breathe out, squeeze them back and down the spine. Once more. Lovely. Opposite hand on the knee. Don't twist just yet. Just start to get a feel for it. And then just twist very slowly. Don't bring your head any further round than you can go with your torso for the moment. And then bring the hand back to the other knee and then over. Lovely. Okay. So let's do the other side. Just the stretch first of all. Keep the shoulder blades down, although the arm's up. Coming back, opposite arm on the knee. Twisting to the side, pushing the shoulder blades down. And come back to the front. Now think about pulling up the pelvic floor into your core before you start rounding over, okay? So as if you need a bit of a wee-wee. Core, and then arch and round down. Just to where it feels comfortable. Head hanging loose for a second. And then same thing, pelvic floor, core switched on, helping you to come back up, unravel the spine, and then shoulders come down. Chin to chest a couple of times. And when you come to centre, you're going to twist side to side. And then tip the chin down, half a circle, and back down. And the other way. Okay, so let's bring the legs forward. You can have one straight to cross over and do a glute stretch in this position. Or if you need to, you can bend that bottom leg, which makes you feel it a little bit more. Flex and point this top foot. Great. And you can do the same with that other bottom foot as well, actually. Hands back behind you, uncross the leg. The leg that you've just crossed over the other one is still going to be doing some work. So bring that leg out to the side. Just stay there for a count of 2. Get the inner thigh stretch and then push down and rotate inwards and drag the leg back up. And again, out, keep it there for a couple of seconds and then push it down. Leave it there, bring the other leg up, same thing. Leave for a couple of seconds, squeeze the shoulder blades, open the chest, look up, push down, rotate, drag it back up, and again. This time you are going to drag it back up, cross it over the other foot, leg. Okay, flex and point that bottom foot, and then you can bend the knee as well. So rotate the top foot now, and if you can, lift that other one off the floor as well. And uncross. And just do the soles of the feet together. Push them quite far away from you. Elbows, just a very gentle press above the knees to open out the hips. Head down, clasp the fingers, push the hands forward. Coming up to the top again, reach up with one arm and then the other. And then circling, squeezing behind, bring the hands forward, circle, squeeze. Keep the shoulders rotating and the elbows come into it. And then the whole arm. So the dog's got his head on the keyboard, so if I suddenly go, he's pressed escape or something. Okay, but just don't move any more than that, Douglas, please. Okay, bringing the knees back together. All right, so we're going to come onto our back. Lillian, all the first lot can be done elbows, darling, or you can do it with the soft ball behind you, or you can do it on the chair. Okay, coming down then onto your back and having your feet in the start position, feet hip width apart. Okay, first of all, we're just going to switch on that core, remembering it's either the feeling of needing a wee or just a very slight engagement of that tummy, belly button down. Then lift one leg into tabletop and then stretch it up towards the ceiling. And do it slightly different, Jamie, just to catch you, to keep you on your toes, and come down. All right, other leg. tabletop, point up to the ceiling, back to tabletop, and down. Remember, it's what you add to it as well. How much can you squeeze that leg? How far can you stretch up? Doing the same thing either side. Okay, the change up this time is first leg's going to come up, then the second leg's going to come up. First leg point, bring it back down, other leg. And then you can almost do it as if you're switching over, so scissoring, but just legs bent and straight. If you need your hands under your bottom, fine. If you need to put a leg down, that goes for all the next lot of exercises. Now do this very precisely. Don't just flap the legs around as if you're sort of flailing like a little sort of dead bug. Just really do it with precision, pointing, squeezing, and both legs up towards the ceiling. Bring one leg down just about a foot, and then bring the knee in towards the chest, and then back out to a foot below the other one. I'm going to do it 4 times on that same side. Okay, if anything's hurting, you put the still leg down on the mat. You should really feel this in your oblique. Last one. Bring that leg up towards the ceiling, other leg lowers just about a foot, and same thing, bring the knee right into the chest. So it's not just tabletop, it's coming right in for an ab curl crunch. That's it, lovely, or a lower ab crunch. Last one. Bend one leg, bend the other leg, come down slowly with one leg and the other. Okay, so keep taking as many stretches as you want throughout this, wiggling the legs, letting the back rest. And bring the arms back down and the legs back up. All right, bring one leg up into tabletop then when you're ready. Hands behind the head, ready for ab curl hold. And lower abs are switched on. Next breath out, you're going to lift the shoulders up, look towards the knee, just stay there for a second. Make sure your chin is off the chest, elbows wide. Lovely. Now we're going to tap down with the foot and the head, and then same leg comes in and down with the head. So ab curls with the knee coming in and out. Now straighten that leg along the mat, and as you come up, it's a straight leg up. Only if you want to make that change. When the leg taps down to the mat, try not to let your back arch. Push the back down just to add an extra something. And bring it back to tabletop, and then cross the one opposite shoulder towards that knee. I was going to say right shoulder, but I wasn't sure if we all had our left leg up all of a sudden. So just slight ab curl cross. 2 more. Remember which side you've done, and bring the head down. Lovely. Arms down by your sides, stretch the legs. Just smack your legs on the mat, give them a wiggle. That's it, come back up. Lovely. All right, so just bring both legs up towards the ceiling before we do the other side. So both are straight up. You can do this with one leg as well. We're going to come down with both feet, only about a foot, and then open both legs to circle to each side and back to the ceiling. So come down, circle, come up. You can have your hands under your bottom or do one leg. If you can come lower, but make sure the back stays flat. And reverse. So this time you're going to circle down and then bend the knees, bring them in, and then feet up towards the ceiling. So circle down, bend and up, or you leave the bend out. So you circle down And it's quite hard to lift straight legs both up. Just do what you can. We're going to do 2 more. Ooh, and then bring the knees in and rock side to side. Excellent. Okay, bring the legs down, stretch them quickly before we do the other side. And when you're ready, you're going to bring the other leg this time into a tabletop position as you come up into an ab curl. All right, so when you're ready then, coming up into ab curl, bring the leg in and tap down. Really take your time with these, don't be in a rush. Really think about breathing out quite forcibly, lowering slowly so that you're getting a toe tap in as well. And then you can change it to long leg if you like, so the heel taps the mat and then bring a straight leg up and down. Okay, leave the leg up, either straight or tabletop, and then the other shoulder, opposite shoulder over to do some crosses. If you're really lucky, you'll be able to hear Dougie snoring there. You couldn't be closer to the computer, he's got the whole room to be. 1 more, and bring that leg down and come all the way down into a full body stretch. Okay, just because I'm conscious of Lillian on her back there, we'll do 1 more. We're going to change onto our side and then come onto our back again. Okay, so the next one could be done with feet down to start with. Let's all do the same actually, we'll build up from there. So hands behind the head, you're going to come up into an ab curl and then let go, arms into your 100 position and beat down 4 times, back behind the head and down. Okay, so carry on doing that. You come up, 1, 2, 3, 4, hands behind the head, down, and again, up, 1, 2, 3, 4, hands behind the head and down. Okay, this time a knee comes up into tabletop, 1, 2, 3, 4, leg comes down, head comes down, other leg up into tabletop, 1, 2, 3, 4, and down. Now 1 leg comes up, stay up in an ab curl hold, bring the other leg up, let go of the head. We're going to do 10 this time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hands behind the head, down, legs stay up. Come up. If you want, the legs can straighten and arms come forward. 20 this time, some with palms down and some with palms up. And when you finish that, hands back behind the head, bringing the head down. And again, so come up. Last set, another 20, 10 palms down, 10 palms up. Just bring the head down, bring the knees in. Just for a second, just twist the head side to side. Okay, before we roll onto our side, just one last little bit here. So just bring the legs back into a double tabletop. And I want you to curl up. As you curl up into your ab curl, you're going to straighten the legs, but they're coming down a little bit. And then you come back into double tabletop, head down, arms up. So forward and back. Forward, back. If it's too much with hands like that, you put them behind your head. Stay in this position, put your hands behind your head or put your head down. The legs are slightly lowered, not too far. Bring a knee into the chest, stretch. Into the chest, stretch. If this is too much, straighten the legs, put a leg down Oof, feeling it. I'm going to put my head down for the last few. Let's go. 6, 5. You can lower the legs even more if you like. Ugh. Lost count. 2 more. Whew. And bring the legs down. Oh, stretch them long. That's a hard sequence, that. Bring them back up, twist to one side, both knees and the feet. Head in the opposite direction. And then bring the knees up and over to the other side. Excellent. All right, so let's